Lost. True indeed. We lost. Lord knows we lost. I'm about to say something to make you not like me. You might catch feelings and you might want to fight me, but I don't really care, I'ma say it anyway. Why most comedic guys seem soft and gay? I'm not saying all, but a large amount. Have you ever heard the words that come out of their mouth? Yeah, they cuss like a sailor, but they follow my eye. They carry oaks and wear makeup and thinking it's hot. I think they need to stop, this is a new era. I wonder if the pharaohs ever wore mascara. It probably was a death mask misunderstood. Don't let them D-boys catch them up in the hood. Why NOI? Stop patrolling the block. We get shot by the cops and we calling the cops. Come on, y'all was on another level. The black man was God, the white man the devil. Now the white man, or better yet the European, and the Mars and the bean pies are sold by Koreans. I'm talking what I'm seeing, I'm just a reporter. How you call a woman to be and you got a daughter. Talking about the Hebrews that demonize women and choose Esau over brothers and Kemet. Probably timid, soft, and scared to fight. Yelling and wearing spikes, trying to fake me out right. But you can't fool me, cause you make a little noise. Cause deep inside, y'all some scared little boys. You really wanna ride, let's take it to the beast. Get revenge for our people killed by like these. Yeah, right. Y'all ain't busting the grape. It appears that you fear and you in love with hate. Correct me if I'm wrong, we might all don't get along. European psychology got us all gone. You think we divided? Cause I wear fez and she wear oak and he wear dreads. But the vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to wake you up and get you out of the bed. We lost. To get you out the bed, I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Oh yeah, I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Y'all think we divided cause I got a fez and you wear ump and she wear dreads. Y'all think we divided cause I wear fez. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. And she wear ump and he got dreads. Moors need to wake up too, so I'ma wake up you. So we can get together, do what we gotta do. We ain't done much since the prophet left. More standing on law, we still in this mess. Haven't built the town to hold us down. Paperwork can't fear, we looking like clowns. Not been to the temple, claim we follow the prophet, but I follow the prophet. I understand logic. People in the temple, time to hit the streets. Everybody do their part, and we ain't getting relief. The murder rate can be more than just gone crazy. Dope fiends ODing in the hood on the daily. Weed waste with chemicals, you drink and serve. We fighting over information, we got some nerve. They say that we conscious, we might know a little something, but we just frontin' cause we haven't done nothing, we lost. You think we divided cause I got a fez and she got a cross and he got dreads. You think we divided cause I got a fez and he got an unk and he got dreads. You think we divided cause I got a fez?
Yeah, Islam. I'm trying to be your friend, man.
That's right.
Trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway. Come on. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Yo, let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. You let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom till I return to Allah. One day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice, that's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean, for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we can be scholarly or we can get gutter. We are the children of our father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the peen trying to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother. Tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war. Standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adept. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adept is a brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Sit at the foot of a master. I train you up, but I might have to bang you up. I still love you, and those that's talking that this ain't Islam. Everything the prophet brought is in the Quran. All the other stuff, prostrate and cover up, is just the start. The nearest place to me, the law is the heart. You can dress like Imhotep, or you can dress like a herb. By the Moorish American Muslim unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but he gave you different variations of the same thought. You don't appreciate that. You won't appreciate me. Appreciate the holy and divine Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first that ever did it. Europeans hope that the Moors would forget it, but we here, strong, alive and well, resurrected from hell, with a story to tell. So pay attention and listen and consider the facts. You know it's humanly impossible for you to be black. I guess a Chinaman is yellow, a Mexican is brown. Just think for a second how ridiculous it sounds. We can turn it around, but we must unite. It's okay to disagree, but we don't have to fight. Cause if we have to fight, you know how we get. I'm still learning to love. No, I'm not there yet. So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you. And let's all work together and do what we gotta do. Cause on the real side, we haven't made no progress since 1929 when the prophet left the flesh. We got an Asiatic president, men marrying men, psycho shooting up a club and don't see his own sin. And those that say they conscious, that took your bucks. Move straight to Hollywood and straight living it up. And y'all bigging it up, straight cheesing and grinning. But it was your bread to help them set it off in the beginning. Be careful what you put in your soul, cause it could blind you. Unfortunately, some people get paid to misguide you, misguide you. Oh yeah, I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, let me be your friend. Peace and love, I said you ain't never, and you would never. You ain't never, ever, ever. You ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, so let me be your friend. Peace and love, oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. So let me be your friend. Peace and love, so let me be your friend. Peace and love, I wanna be your friend. Yeah, let me be your friend. All these men, we ain't trying to be enemies. I wanna be your, so let me be your, I wanna be your friend. Hey, yeah. Trying to be your friend, man. That's right. Trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway. Come on. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey, yo, I used to be.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
But I appreciate I built the whole planet. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate the concern, my beautiful African queen. I hope your hair is natural.
You're not natural, baby. I see you got that perm in there. I still love you. You're gorgeous, but you're not nappy. You got to be nappy, baby. You got to be nappy. If I can't grab it, I can't have it.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the cool chip.
Heterosexual couples only. This is not a government-funded activity. I have the right to discriminate. Heterosexual couples only.
Donations, gifts.
Yes.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember.
We're going to have a national coons conference at FDMG. Yes, brothers and sisters. We have to have a national coons conference. Anybody who tells you they're running for office to help somebody, smack their ass in the face.
What you want to do? You want to box? You want to street rumble? Or you want to get into the intellectual boxing ring?
Tyler Perry. Goddamn, brother. Can we please consider some other move?
Suit time niggas. Suit time niggas. See, I got credentials. You ain't got me, you dirty nigga. Ain't you the second one who sold drugs to go to Kennedy? Didn't your dumb ass say that on YouTube? You sold drugs to go to Kennedy? You counterproductive, degenerate drugs that go to Kennedy. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Has nursed us all, and first of all, we beefing while the bean trying to
told
merge
you,
us all. You need to chill, my brother. Tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah.
Y'all talk about the Grandmaster J with the in fact. Okay, I can't speak to him either. I can see the value of a brother showing up with a militia, with armed weapons, letting the white power structure of America know we ain't gonna take this shit no more. I can respect that. Is he serious? I don't.
Divided. We are the United States of America.
My point is, I'm not slandering Grandmaster J. I haven't seen sufficient proof.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. People refuse to admit it. He the first that I've admitted. Europeans Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. The more than you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Jew Ali. Who was the first to remind you and bind you back? To Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black, you be straight back. You tripping off drunk, you need to be tripping off that. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali. Who was the first to remind you and bind you back? To Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black, you give it straight back.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
Now here we go again, acting like
But I appreciate it. I built the whole planet. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate the concern, my beautiful African queen. I hope your hair is natural.
You're not natural, baby. I see you got that permanent.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
But I appreciate the... I built the whole planet. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate the concern, my beautiful African queen. I hope your hair is natural.
You're not natural, baby. I see you got that permanent. I still love you. You're gorgeous, but you're not nappy. You got to be nappy, baby. You got to be nappy. If I can't grab it, I can't have it.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the cool chip.
Heterosexual couples only. This is not a government-funded activity. I have the right to discriminate. Heterosexual couples only.
Donations, gifts.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember.
We're going to have a national coons conference at FDMG. Yes, brothers and sisters, we have to have a national coons conference. Anybody who tells you they're running for office to help somebody, smack their ass in the face.
What you want to do? You want to box? You want to street rumble? Or you want to get into the intellectual boxing ring?
Tyler Perry. Goddamn, brother. Can we please consider some other movies?
Suit and tie niggas. See, I got credentials. You ain't got none, you dirty nigga. Ain't you the second nigga
Who sold drugs to go to kill it? Didn't your dumb ass say that on YouTube? You sold drugs to go to kill it? You counterproductive, degenerate drugs to go to kill it.
I'm right here. Come bring it. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it. I told you consciously, I don't play with y'all like that. But I knew you had to do it, nigga. They gassed you and now they gonna ask you, nigga. They gassed you.
And I know that you probably have access.
Y'all talk about the Grandmaster Jay with the in fact. Okay? I can't speak to him either. I can see the value of a brother showing up with a militia, with armed weapons, letting the white power structure of America know we ain't gonna take this shit no more. I can respect that. Is he serious? I don't.
Us divided. We are the United States of America, one country, indivisible, unto God.
My point is, I'm not slandering Grandmaster Jay. I haven't seen sufficient proof.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it was straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you was the same people. Oh my God. Y'all can say what y'all want. Umar is my man. I don't care what y'all say, man. Umar. Umar down with the Moors, man. Y'all crazy, man. Umar down with the Moors, man. Yeah, man. Listen, man, the people's champ is in the building, man. I mean, since the conscious community want to be the WWA, I'm the people's champ. Can you smell what the hawker is cooking? Hey, since they want to make the conscious community the WWE, I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's grand sheik, and I'm the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I mean, I got the belt, man. I got the belt, man. I ain't worried about them. See, listen, what they ain't tell y'all is that the conscious community was a joke. You see what I'm saying? And if y'all take it serious, that's on you. You see what I'm saying? I already know. I'm the champ, man. I figured it all out. Listen, I figured it all out. Let me tell you how I figured it out. See, I'm here to help you. All right, let me tell you how I figured it out. So I was born Toronto, right? An indigenous name. I figured it out. I'm ready to tell you. Yeah, press 7 if you with me. I figured it all out. My name, my birth name is indigenous to this land. But when I seen these weirdos renaming themselves, Seti. I like Seti because my father likes Seti. Shaka Atmos. Shaka name probably like Brian or something. I wonder what's his name. I wonder if mama named him Shaka. You know that. Sadetta, his name used to be Karan, but his real name Frankie. My name is indigenous. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to tell you. But when I seen all of them taking on these names, you know all the names, I'm like, ain't none of these people real. Not one of them. Mama ain't named nobody except for Brother Larry and Cousin Reggie. So I said, guess what? Tahaka, Toronto, they go hand in hand. Tahaka was a fighter. Tahaka tried to unite everybody. I said, hey, what your elders think? Gave me the degree on Tahaka. I was like, oh yeah, Toronto, Tahaka, yeah, go together. Sound good. Go together. Now I'm going to go and take this thing over. I'm going to flip over the bus and get the good people out and leave the raggedy people on it and push the bus down the hill. So for the last 5 years, I've been pushing the bus down the hill. And recently, I pushed the short bus down the hill with a bunch of bunny rabbits on it. Don't let that go over your head. I pushed a little teeny bus. It was a little teeny bus, a little Tonka toy bus with a bunch of little bunny rabbits on it. That dude just like, shout out to Sug. Shout out to Uncle Sug, who did a phenomenal video. Y'all need to check that video that Uncle Sug just put out. Very, very, very interesting and enlightened video where Uncle Sug figured it all out. Yeah, he figured it all out. Sug be paying attention to that stuff. You know, man. That man, he figured that stuff out, man. Y'all need to go check out Uncle Sug, man. But I found out it was a joke. You see what I'm saying? I found out, man, and I'm going to tell you, recently when my brother, what's his name? Doggy Diamonds. My brother Doggy Diamonds, he made such a profound statement on the show. He said, these people in the conscious community are nothing but vendors. And I keep saying that because all of this time, I never really looked at it like that. And what I know about vendors is they need promotion. So every debate is a promotion to sell you something. Every argument, whether manufactured or real, is an opportunity to sell you something. And then you got people that's flying below the radar that's act like they educating people, but the objective is to sell you something. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a game. It's really a game, family, and I can't say it enough. It's a game. It's a game. Many of you in here have real jobs. And what I mean by real jobs, you wake up every day, you either punch a clock, you run your business, and you do things the honorable way. Many people that are in this fake thing called conscious community, they don't have a real job. What I mean by a real job is where they punch a clock or they go out in the world and go get it. Many people in the conscious community that they call the conscious community don't have that job. Their job is to turn on this camera, convince you that they're for you, and say, hit the Cash App. This is just what it is. So I'm one of the ones who actually have a real job. These are work hands here. They're work hands. They really are rough. You see what I'm saying? But I have a real job because I have real responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Being an entrepreneur is a real job. Absolutely. Being an entrepreneur is a real job. And being an entrepreneur is one who goes out to get it. Don't turn on the camera and prey on people. That's the difference what I'm talking about. When people turn on the camera and they prey on people, that's a whole nother ball game. And so from the beginning, I got to remind you, many people will have different opinions about me, right? But I'm going to tell you something. Go back to my first videos if you get a chance, and you will find that I'm very consistent. That if you don't know me, then you will make the assessment that I'm doing what they are doing. But if you go back to my videos, you will see that that's not the case. That what I want to do is unite us and get something done. What I want to do is wake you up so you can get something done. Whether you do it with me, or you do it with your family, or you do it with your community, you do it with your church, your mosque, your temple, just know that people out there are preying on you. That's what Morris World TV Inception. That's what it came to light about. I mean, that's why I came to the light. That's why it's a reality today, because that's how I came on the scene. I didn't come on the scene trying to teach you something about Moorish science and see if I can get everybody to buy a fez. Trying to see if I can get everybody to buy a Quran. Trying to see if I can get everybody to buy Moorish literature. I didn't come on the scene like that. You know how I came on the scene? Debunking Moorish myths and lies. Debunking Sinetta propaganda about Moors. That's how I came on the scene. And so when you see me today, and now I'm a little bit more popular, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit more popular now. Don't think I'm doing this just to be seen. I've been doing this for quite some time. This is my lane. So this is why I'm the people's champ. And let me tell you something. We're talking about Umar Johnson today, and we're going to do some critical thinking. We're going to do some critical thinking. But let me tell you first and foremost, I like Umar Johnson. I don't care if you don't like Umar Johnson. I like Umar Johnson. He is the most hilarious guy on YouTube as it relates to this thing called the conscious community. However, I don't think Umar will pull off the school. I just said it just from analyzing. Just from me analyzing, I just don't think he's going to pull off the school. I don't think he's going to pull it off. But I'm not saying I don't want him to pull it off. Do y'all know the difference? Press 7. I mean, do y'all know the difference? It's not saying I don't want him to pull it off. I'm saying it don't look like that he's going to be able to pull it off. It's just like if you're watching a race. Thank you, Critical Thinker. Appreciate that comment. It's like if you're watching a race, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want someone to lose. But you like, yeah, they pretty much going to lose. They pretty much going to lose. Yeah. They pretty much going to lose. And I but let's be real though. Umar put posts on the internet where he says that a European, and I ain't gonna show this garbage, I'm gonna talk about it. He says that a European, he call him white meat, and he like his meat cooked. Did y'all ever hear this stuff? He said, oh, somebody with raw meat. This is going to be your teacher of your children now. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? The one that's going to teach your little boys is on the internet saying raw meat, referring to Europeans, are sending him panties. And he shows the panties on Facebook. This is the one that's going to teach your boy to be, he's going to be a little man. I'm just saying, even if Umar see this, I'm only saying, come on, Umar, think about it. You got a young boys academy, but the result of your best thinking is to show some panties and say, raw meat sent them to me. If the meat ain't cooked, I don't want it. What? What? Like, for real? So this is why I don't think the school can become a reality, because the mentality that is predicated on bringing a balanced school is not there. Like, you can't even hire or put balanced people in position if you're not balanced. And I understand antics, I understand jokes, I understand all of that. But to become an educator or to inspire people to educate a generation such as this, you have to be able to separate the two. Yeah. He said he don't want no raw meat. He's a school psychologist, and he don't want no raw meat. Unbelievable to me. I like what 704 Joe said. And I said this before. Has anybody, that's a pretty big size campus. I've been out there before. And that is a pretty, let me see if I can pull up some pictures real quick. It's a pretty big size campus. It actually looks like it could be 2 schools. And to run a school like that, man, it's going to be a bill that goes beyond repairing it. Let me see if I can. It's going to be a bill that goes beyond repairing it. I'm looking at my folders right now, and I got some other stuff that I want to show you. But let me see if I can. Pull up some of the pictures that I personally went out there. And if Umar watching tonight, Umar, listen. My wife, she's a great supporter. Let me tell you. My wife supports the underdog, man. Look, my wife, she want to protect everybody. When me and Abba go at it, leave brother Abba alone. When me and the bunny rabbit go at it, the bunny rabbit, just leave. She don't call it bunny rabbit. Just leave the brother alone. Let's let him say what he wants. Just leave him alone. My wife got the grandma spirit. You know what I mean? Oh, just leave him alone. Poor Tink Tink. Poor baby. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave him alone. But she feels like that about Umar too. And matter of fact, Umar is coming somewhere in the local area sometime soon, and she taking the youngins to go see Umar. But let me tell you why I like Umar. This is why I like Umar. I don't like Umar from what he became. I like what Umar came on the scene as. You see what I'm saying? When he came on the scene, and he was talking about how they was institutionalizing, if you will, ADHD and medicine for children. And I remember when I was in school, they didn't have the term ADHD, but they used to call it hyperactivity disorder. And then they call it something else, but they say you hyperactivity. And they would try to give children the medicine, Ritalin, and other sorts of medicine, thought to try to call them that. I think there was experimental medicines, you know what I'm saying? And they tried that with me. So I could relate to Umar when he first came on the scene. He was clean cut. You know, he was he was intelligent, but he was also came off as an intellectual. And I think one of the things happened is when he went to Sinetta. And Sinetta has a way of poisoning people intentions. I'm gonna blame Sinetta. I blame Sinetta. I blame Sinetta. Everybody that went and sat on that funky couch, I don't know. Everybody that went sit on that Sinetta funky couch ain't been right. Something on that funky couch, man. I ain't never go sit on that funky couch. No, sir. No, sir. I wouldn't sit on that couch if grandma put plastic on it. I'm not sitting on that couch. Everybody that sit on that funky couch, they come out as schemers and scammers or manipulators. The only one that I seen consistent, and y'all might don't like him, the only one that I seen consistent with on the streets and on the couch is Captain Tazariak. It's the only one. It's the only one. Many people might don't like him. And Hebrews get mad at him because he go over there. But that's the only one that I know that he rep his set, whether on that couch or on the street, on social media, it's the Captain Tazariak. And that's just real. People like, well, why are you messing with Sinetta? Hey, that's their business. But I'm telling you that I see consistency with Cap. I just seen consistency with Cap. What you see Captain on that couch, you also see him on the street. If you ever been to New York, if you ever talk to him, it's the same energy. But the rest of the people, everybody else that got on that couch, I'm telling you, something stuck them in the behind and they said, ouch, and they ain't been right since. For real. Unbelievable to me. And so Umar, I don't know if he's been on that couch, but I know Sinetta at one time made a statement that he created Umar. He made Umar, and Umar went back poop crazy. You create me. I'm Big Papa. I'm Big Papa, King Kong of consciousness. I said, goodness gracious. But you know what? I can't think of anybody. That's right. Look at LaDon Newton said. Young Pharaoh, Umar, Polite, everybody. Everybody that went. I don't think we can name nobody who ain't sit on that couch and then lost their mind. Nobody. It's like I said, only thing we know is the Cap. He demonstrated his Hebrew demonstration consistently. But let me see. Anybody else? Who? Brother Larry. I like Brother Larry. But Brother Larry, you know, if you listen to Brother Larry long enough, he'll talk in circles too. Uncle Larry, he'll talk in circles too. Listen to him long enough. And they'll be thinking he's saying something really intelligent. I mean, who else? Who else? I can't think of nobody. General Hashar, that's my guy. I want to interview Hashar if anybody get in touch with him. General Hashar did the ultimate move. I remember that day like it was yesterday. General Hashar. Oh yeah, Zion Lex. I got to shout out to Zion too. Shout out to Zion too. But General Hashar, he's seen the game early. And like 2015 or 2016, he walked out and ain't never come back. He went to some events, but I remember that video. That video is probably on YouTube. He'd seen that it was a game. And he got out that joint. He was like, man, this is a joke. Shout out to Hashar, I think it's AOC. AOC, yeah. Yeah, but it ain't many. Everybody else that went goofy. We can count them on our hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love the Hashar interview. Hashar is the realest, practical, animated truth teller that's ever hit Sinetta TV. Yeah.
Mighty Hebrew. Yeah, Mighty Hebrew, that's my guy. Yeah, Sabir Bay went bat poop crazy. Sabir, poor Sabir Bay. Sabir Bay go to hotel to hotel, talk about live from Chicago, live from LA, live from Madrid, live. You in the hotel. Y'all been checking out Sabir Bay lately? I ain't trying to make this like the Wendy Williams show, but search, Google him. Go look at his page. He be in hotel to hotel to hotel. Talk about, I'm live from Jamaica, live from Maghreb, live from Morocco, live from Egypt. Like, man, you right round the coke now, flag. I'm live from LA, live from, man, you in the hotel. What you doing? Who you think you talking to? What you talking about, Bill? I'm trying to tell you, anybody check out Sabir lately? +7. He always in the hotel talking about he always in somewhere in North Africa or Spain. The traveling more. The traveling more. Talk about the best book he just read. See, y'all got to read the books. See, I got the books. See, y'all don't read. See, I bet you nobody going to. This is my Sabir Bay. This is my Sabir Bay. Oh, don't nobody want to challenge me. See, that's why they don't let me come on their show. See, that's why they don't want. That's why they don't want to challenge me. See, they won't challenge me. See, they do that to other people, but they won't do it to me. Sabir, let's debate. Oh, I don't bait. Pay me $1,000 a minute. Y'all remember that? Anybody ever see that? Listen. Oh, no, they don't want me in the conscious community. See, they won't let me on there. See, they won't let me on there. See, if they let me on there, oh, yeah, that's right. If they let me on there, they know I'm going to tell the truth, and I'm going to expose them. It's a bit to Arca Bay say he'll debate you about more. Huh? Who? Huh? All right, $1,000 a minute. I'll debate $1,000 a minute. Get out of here. That's how he did. He be double talking. Now I'm telling you, it's all a joke. It's all a joke, family. Don't take it serious. Don't take it serious. I'm trying to tell you. But now, Jabari is the queen of conscious community. Oh my goodness. Jabari married, brother. I thought he was married. Ain't he married? He ain't like that, man. Come on, man. Not Jabari. That's my guy. I like Jabari. Jabari nutty as a fruitcake, but I like him. You know what I mean? Jabari think he, you know what gets me about Jabari? I'm just talking right now, family. You know what gets me about Jabari? Jabari thinks he's more intelligent. He thinks he's intelligent. See, the bad thing about people like Jabari is that that type of personality believe that they're smarter than everybody. And that's what make you dumb. The moment that you believe you're smarter than everybody, that's the moment you're dumb. And you may not say that you're smarter than everybody, but your energy comes off arrogant, like you're smarter than everybody. And that's when you get drugged by people like Captain Tezoria. That's right. That'll look you eye to eye and just drag all your information, treat you like a child. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the fact of the matter. The moment when you think that you're smarter than everybody, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the fool. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to be the fool at the end of the day. You follow me? So with that being said, fam, let me see what I got here. So my turning point with, I'm going to find that Hashar video if I can. But my turning point with Umar was this right here. Roger.
You sold drugs to go to Kemet? You counterproductive, degenerate.
Sell drugs to go to Kemet.
I'm right here. Come bring it. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Man, when I seen my school psychologist look like a street guy, carrying it like a gorilla and calling himself King Kong of consciousness, I said, good goodness gracious. You know, because SETI was just animated and cussing, and people like SETI, you know what I mean? He banged the war drum. But to see someone that I've come to respect, like Umar, that had the suit and tie, that had the language, that had the articulate vernacular. I mean, I seen this, I was blown away. I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I was devastated because before then, maybe you have, but before then, I had never witnessed this type of behavior. I've never witnessed this type of behavior. I've always, even when he would talk to the LGBT community and they was mad at him, he would still have the ability to hold his composure. And when you're talking about one who says that they got a degree in psychology and you lose it like that before the world, oh man, that hurt me right there, because I was rocking with the brother. I was rocking with the brother because I experienced some of the same things that he was saying that happens in the public school system. But when this jumped off right here, I said,
you sold drugs to go to Kemet? You counterproductive, degenerate.
Sell drugs to go to Kemet.
I'm right here. Come bring it. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Yeah, so for me, all bets was off. And that was one of the first times that he jumped out the pocket. That was one of the first times that he jumped out the pocket with that sort of aggression. And, you know, he was talking about a school for little boys. And I'm the one back in the day that used to have one of them, let's go get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to run your mouth, then you're going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to run your mouth, you're going to have to deal with it. I was one of them type of attitudes growing up in school. You know what I'm saying? And in my neighborhood, like you're going to have to show me what you got. You ain't going to keep running your mouth. So to be able to modify my character, my way of thinking, and move away from that, and then to see a brother that's supposed to be a child psychologist that was saying things that I could relate to, and he just went on a deep end like that, I was like, this is something else. This is something else. And now we're talking about, that was 2016, and now we're talking about it's 2021. We're talking about it's 2021. And now he has become a TikTok phenomenon with fake accounts, not by him, but those that catch his sound bites that the whole world find to be ridiculous. And this is the one that is supposed to educate your children. You follow me? This is the one, you know, like, check this sound bite. Let me see if I can find another one. Check this one. This one here. Look at this. Oh, hold up. Hold up 1 second. Where I put it at? Give me 1 second. Let me try this one real quick. Oh man, this is the one I use for the cover. Let me see if I can. I got a few of them that I'm gonna have to dig up. But listen to this. Listen to this. This is, oh my goodness, Umar. Ah man. Listen to this.
Just know the feds and the FBI watching. Of course. That goes without saying, my brother. That goes without saying. That goes without saying. How is the school coming? We pushing, brother. We pushing. I got a big booty and it's juicy. You better cut it out. She said she got a big booty and it's juicy. Sisters, let's do the work first. Don't worry. We're going to make love. Oh, we're going to make some love. You better believe that. Okay. But let's do the work first, my beautiful African queens. Let's do the work. Let's do the work.
What the world is wrong with this psychologist? Man, this man is crazy, man. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Come on, Umar. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do. Come on, man. This ain't no. Somebody say I'm trolling. I'm just saying, man. We gotta do better, man. When I see these clips, I couldn't get a whole bunch of clips because I was laughing. I was laughing the whole time. Let me see. Man, he just say the most off the wall stuff. You know that, man. It's just unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. I believe it's unacceptable. Let me see something real quick. Oh man, which I was. Hold up. This stuff is crazy, man. Hold up. Which one I wanted to do real quick? I wanted to show y'all one more real quick. Oh man, I thought let me try this way then. Hold on one second. Let me try this way. Bam. Oh, there it is. What is that? Okay. 1 second. This stuff is ridiculous though, man. We gotta do better, man. Umar, dang. There it is. Watch this. Oh man, it won't do it. Oh, let me just play it. I'm gonna play it. It won't load up here for some reason, but let me just play it. Listen to this. Let me just play it real quick. Umar tripping. Where you at? That's top. All right, here we go. Hold on. Stand by. I'm telling you, when I was putting these things together, it was, man, I just couldn't stop laughing. So let me see. There we
go. Just know the feds and the FBI.
Hold on, not that one.
Just know the feds and the FBI watching. Of course. That goes without saying, my brother. That goes without saying.
Not that one.
That goes without saying. How is the school coming? We pushing, brother. We pushing.
Not that one.
I got a big booty and it's juicy. You better cut it out. She said she got a big booty and it's juicy. Sisters, let's do the work first. Don't worry. We're going to make love. Oh, we're going to make some love. You better believe that. Okay. But let's do the work first, my beautiful African queens. Let's do the work. Let's do the work.
Thank you, Sister Avanti. $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister.
Listen to it.
Next time, make it 20. But thank you for that 10. I know you.
Hey, y'all hear that? Listen to this. That's the one I was looking for. Listen. See if y'all can hear it. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. This is what he said.
Thank you, Sister Avanti. $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. But thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. But thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. But thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Come on, Umar, stop it, man. This has got to stop. Watch this. Let me share the screen. Let's do it one more time. Listen to this.
Thank you, Sister Avanti. $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. But thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
He told the sister that he knows she barely had 10. But next time, make it 20. Oh, my God, man. What? And people still donating. He said, thank you, Sister Avante. I know you only gave 10. Next time, give 20. But I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. This man is crazy, man. This man is a nut job. That's my man, though. We gonna try to fix him. See, if Umar called me, I would say, Umar, listen. This is the same thing I told Stinky Guy. I said, just talk to the people and let the people know that you came up short a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I said, behind the scenes, that's what I told the Stinky Guy. I said, man, just tell the people that you was, you know what I mean? Maybe you was with Polite, maybe you was with his person. You know what I mean? I was in error. He said, I don't owe them nothing. I don't owe them nothing. I got to tell them nothing. I said, nah, they're your supporters. They people that buy your products. I said, you should. But that's what I would say to Umar. I would say, Umar, chalk up that school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in over your head. Just sell what you can, salvage what you can, and get a little schoolhouse, maybe in Philadelphia or in Delaware, and make that little schoolhouse success. That's it. Don't go overboard. Work small. That's what I would say. Like the same thing would happen when I purchased that building for a few $1,000s. My intentions was to start small. You see what I'm saying? And then hopefully people would see what I'm doing and be inspired. And then everybody would join in to help make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? But that was my intentions, to start small. My intentions was not to, oh, we're going to create a Moorish village. And now I'm going to try to get donations of $1 million so I can buy 5 blocks. Well, you can buy 5 blocks, but are you going to be able to maintain 5 blocks? Are you going to be able to maintain 5 blocks? And it's the same thing with a school like that. You can buy schools all day long, but if you're not able to maintain the school, if you're not able to maintain it as it relates to just major projects, making sure the roof stay maintenance and don't leak. You see what I'm saying? That's a major undertaking, to make sure that you have money to pay for maintenance of that magnitude. That's a major undertaking. Keeping the grass cut, keeping the sidewalks not cracked up. Those are major undertakings. You follow what I'm saying? So we ain't even get inside yet. You know what I'm saying? With the nurses, lunch, we ain't get inside there yet. And man, so it's just a major undertaking for one to try to take on a feat like that, man. And I was hoping that he could pull it off, you know. But at this point, you know, with all these TikToks and all of these videos that he's putting up there, it just don't look like that. It really don't look like that, dog. I don't know. If y'all think so, then hey, that's on you. But let me tell you something. Let me show you something real quick. I actually, if I can real quick, let me see if I can show it to you. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. And I'm not gonna put them on blast or nothing, because that ain't my style. That ain't my style. But I actually, and I wasn't trolling, I wasn't stalking, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that I'd go and examine for myself, because I like Umar. You feel what I'm saying? I actually like Umar. Y'all might don't believe me, but I do. Why are you talking about Umar? Let me see something.
I'm just here.
All right, hold on.
Reporting for.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna download this real quick.
No.
So look, Umar, my man. Now, don't tell Umar, don't come for me, man. You my man. I want to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Don't come for me. But look, here we go. Y'all see that there? I'm gonna put these up in the throne. I'm gonna piece these together and put them in the throne. That's what I'm gonna do, so y'all can see. And hey, listen. Y'all see that there? I'm gonna put these in the throne. I'm gonna put this clip here. But listen, I don't even know what this is gonna say, because I had it for quite some time now. But give me a second. All right, here we go.
You know, I'm rooting for the brother, but I'm just telling you, it just don't seem reasonable. You know, he only painted half of the building, because that's what he could get to.
I would imagine. And it appears to me that he painted the side for appearance, but never stepped foot in the back. As you can see, it's a little overgrown back there. If I could zoom in, you probably could see the vines is on the wall that been growing up the wall. So I'm just here reporting for the people. Morse Road TV, reporting for the people. You got a couple windows open there so it can air out. Like I said, you can't have this thing boarded up like that. So you do have a few windows open. Hopefully you have windows open other places. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just here to report for Morse Road TV. We are the media. And I'm just giving my assessment. But this would be a beautiful thing, you know. It do appears to be, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it do appears to be that there's a little bit of trap area around here. I don't know if that's ideal where somebody would want to pay tuition to send their children at. I'm not sure of that. But hey, I mean, I just wouldn't send my sons here just because of the Umar antics, but it is what it is. So peace and love, family.
So I want y'all to know, hold up 1 second. So know for sure that I'm not trolling the brother. I'm only reporting and giving my assessment. Now, I have much more video. That's only 1.5, 2 minutes. I have much more video. I want you to know that I'm not trolling the brother. What I did was I make an assessment. Just like I told you with the Morse Road TV van, we're going to hit the road. But I was making assessments as, can this be pulled off? Can this be pulled off? And in my full assessment that I'm going to put on the throne, you'll be able to see from my experience of using my hand in building, it just doesn't look good. When you look at the paint is done so when a picture is taken, it's going to take half of the building. So it's all strategic. It's all strategic. And I'm not knocking the brother. What I'm telling you is I understand. Anybody been into real estate before? Press 7 if anybody ever been into real estate. There's a thing in real estate called staging. Press 7 if anybody know what staging is. Anybody know what staging is? Anybody know what staging is? Staging is, okay, we got some 7s in the building. Or may know what staging is. Staging is when you make something appear to be better than what it is to get it sold or appeal to people. That's what staging is. And when working with property managers, that happens all the time. They will do a 1-over on the curb appeal and do a 1-over on the interior. Shout out to Christian News and Interviews. Interior decorating of a home. That's right. They would do a 1-over on the curb appeal so the pictures can be taken. And they do a 1-over. Most likely they would do the living room. They make sure that the living room and all of this stuff. And you have companies that actually just do that. They'll come and stage. And once they take the pictures, they'll wrap that joint up, put it in the back of their truck, and they go into the next one, or their trailer, or wherever they store it, then they go to the next one. And so what I'm telling you from my experience, the paint job looked staged. And when you look at some of the times when Umar was out there painting with people with a paintbrush and a roller, no one paints a school of that size with 3 people, a ladder, a paintbrush, and a roller. Don't work like that. In fact, I can tell you from experience, paint for exterior building like that, a 5-gallon bucket, one, which wouldn't do nothing for that size building, a 5-gallon bucket would be about $500-$600 just for one 5-gallon bucket. Because this type of paint is, you can't keep on, somebody says spray it. I've been did their cans. That's right. You can't keep on bringing back every year to paint it. You have to have the most expensive, the most quality type paint, so you won't have to do it every year. You see what I'm saying? And so if you got somebody up there with a roller and a paintbrush, that's staging. That's just staging. And I know this from experience. Like some of these row houses in Baltimore, if the paint start peeling from the time that they had old paint on them, and the paint start to curl up. If somebody in Philly, they would know this too, or anybody that deal with houses, Detroit, they would know this also. You got the air blast off all of the loose paint and maybe even scrape it. You follow what I'm saying? But then you have to prime it unless you buy the good paint with the primer in it. But when you're talking about industrial paint, even if it's good paint, most painting companies is going to prime it one time with a sprayer. They're going to patchwork. Man, I'm telling you, it's so much more to this stuff. And I know it because I lived this life of repairing homes. You know what I'm saying? And when you're talking about old buildings, before you even paint, you got to go and inspect and do patchwork. You see what I'm saying? You got to do patchwork. And when you're looking at a facility, hold on. When you're looking at a facility, give me 1 second. When you're looking at a facility like this, right? I'm just giving my assessment. When you're looking at a facility like this, right? What you're looking at, many people don't know what they're looking at, but I know what I'm looking at. You're looking at textured stucco. You follow me? You're looking at textured stucco. And when you look at stucco, that may look good right there. But when you start to get to the back of the building, you will understand that the back of the building, you're going to have patches, you're going to have cracks, you're going to have et cetera, et cetera. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what stucco do. Anybody know anything about stucco? Maybe I should do a home improvement show one day. Maybe I should do a home improvement show one day. And so when you see right here, where he goes up to, he doesn't even goes up to the line. He goes far as he can go with the roller. He goes far as he can. Shasha say, I hate stucco. Look, see, now y'all see, they didn't paint the top of 6 feet. That's why, because they didn't have the proper equipment to go any higher. So they just rolled as far as they could roll. That's right, stucco is good, bro. Stucco does cover the flaws too. You feel what I'm saying? They only went as far as the roller would go. And the reason being is because they need to look like progress so pictures can be taken. I'm giving you a professional assessment. This is what I've done for a living for the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I had a cleaning business. You know what I'm saying? Superior janitorial. I had a janitorial business. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm giving you my professional assessment. And anybody, we might have some people that watch this show. We might have people that watch this show that reached out to me and wanted to buy properties in Baltimore. And I will go live with them on FaceTime and I would give them my personal assessment. I wouldn't charge them a dime. You feel me? I wouldn't charge them a dime. And some of them bought in, some of them didn't, you know. But I'm telling you, I used to do this all the time, give people assessments on houses. Somebody said the West, especially the Southwest, has a lot of stucco house apartment building, can be very nice and beautiful. Hear your teeth. That's right. So one of the main things in the out west, they use stucco because stucco is better insulation from the sun. You see what I'm saying? Stucco can keep the house cooler. So it's really like a desert type of architecture process. It comes from that actually comes from the Moors, from mud houses and all of that. Stucco is just a variation of mud houses. Man, I'll tell you, I can give you the history on our people started that in North Africa. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get down to like Timbuktu and those areas right there, you'll start to see big castle-like mud houses. But what happens is the stucco, it keeps the inside cool. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the inside cool. James Graham said, why does it flake off? Because you got to maintenance it. You got to maintenance stucco. Stucco has to be maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It just have to be maintenance. It's just normal wear and tear. But what I'm telling you is that when one paints over stucco, I'm gonna tell you, it's a shortcut that you can use to paint over stucco, where if you get the most quality paint, that it'll go into the crevices and it will seal the crevices. But it's best just to patch it up and tighten it up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So when I looked at it, and I got more video on it, when I looked at it, I was like, long story short, this is just a one-over. In order to take pictures, that's what it was. It was a one-over to take pictures. And I ain't trying to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just what it was. Somebody gonna get mad at me. I know somebody in the chat is gonna be like, oh, he's stalking Umar. He's stalking Umar. No, that's not the case. The case is, I wanted to know, was this going to be pulled off by the date that he said it? I mean, I wanted to know that. And if I tell you that, listen, I was traveling on my own dime. I got a Moorish World TV van. The same thing I've been doing is the same thing I'm going to continue doing. So we're going to take this show on the road. But when I take the show on the road, or bring footage from when I took the show on the road, don't call me trolling. Press 7 if y'all want the real information. Don't call me trolling and stalking, because we're going to have to cut it off, because I've been abused enough. I was abused by rabbits. You understand? Can y'all work with me? If I start to go into places, right? You can't call me trolling and stalking. I'm trying to bring you the real news firsthand. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? Like, because you know that's going to happen, right? Oh, Tahaka Bay stalking. That's why I went and got my media's license. That's right. They ain't sent them yet. I sent out for them. They ain't sent them yet. But don't call me stalking and trolling, because I'm trying to bring you absolute truth. Expose Brother Jabari. What did Jabari do? Forget all that stalking talk. The people need to see and know. Exactly. But brother, next time you live, I'm going down there myself. Bro, message me. Message me. I'm going to put you right on my list to hit you up when I'm headed that way. Message me. It is what it is. I mean, like, I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. Now watch this. When I seen this part of the school, right, I'm like, all right, if we got some builders in here, y'all would know what I'm talking about. If we got builders, home improvement people, you're going to know what I'm talking about when I say this. Whenever you're working on new construction, Whenever you're working on new construction, building a house, building commercial properties, the first thing that's done is the exterior is done and then the sign is put up. So everybody know what's about to come. Anybody know anything about construction? Press 7. When you, if you don't, pay attention. In your neighborhood, wherever you go traveling, whenever a new construction comes up, the first thing that happens, the exterior goes up and then a sign goes up. So as you're working on the inside, people know what's about to come. Well, the same thing happens. The same thing happens when you buy a structure and you rehab it. The first thing you do, especially a commercial property or a school or something like that, the first thing you do, you tighten up the outside, you change the signs, you put on doors, you make it look like it's about to be used. Now the inside could be crappy, but the perception that is given on the exterior is that it's about to go down. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, I'm only giving you my professional assessment. I'm not coming for Umar. This is just what this work says to me. This is just what it says to me. It still have the old school name on it. It has the boards from when they boarded it up when they closed the school down. And as you can see on this building, where there's never no pictures being taken, it haven't been touched. This is a big undertaking. This is a big undertaking. I would love to see him be successful. But I'm telling you, family, this is a major undertaking. This is a major undertaking. And the process of the building is not even going according to how true building happens. The process is not in order. You see what I'm saying? Like if Umar would call me tomorrow and say, well, help me out, brother. Help me, brother. Or if I offer my help, I would say, Umar, scrap that. Sell that. Go get a smaller school that's manageable. And when you get the smaller school that's manageable, that can be managed from the construction perspective, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a facial. We're going to give it a facial. Start ordering the big old sign, Marcus Garvey, not no little plastic blow in the wind tied down with a piece of string sign. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, so basically you're trying to get Umar. I don't know what that means by I'm trying to get Umar. No, what I'm trying to show is that I don't know what that means. I'm trying to get Umar. And that's the thing. He doesn't want help. You know what I mean? And I witnessed that on a couple platforms. I'm not trying to get Umar. I'm not trying to get Umar. What I'm trying to show people is that it's very unfortunate that these are great ideas that could be realized. However, this here is just not that idea that will be realized. See, all the people that gave to Umar, all the people that assisted Umar, just think if Umar would have put that into something that was manageable and reachable, it would be done by now. And he could have had one school graduating a couple times by now. And people who have that big bread would be reaching out to them to start another one and another one and another one. But you know what? We don't get that. You know what we get? We get a bunch of TikToks. That's what we get. We get a bunch of TikToks. We get we get stuff like this. Hold on. We get stuff like this.
Now you're playing one of the premier revolutionary black freedom fighters in American African history, and you get asked a question about racism and race. And instead of answering it in support of the people whose hero you playing, you backed off of it. You cowered out of the question, Daniel Kaluuya. And if you want to defend him, go ahead. But he cooned out, and I'm going to call it out. He cooned out, and I'm going to call it out. He was asked about race and racism.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? This type of rhetoric for attention for a school psychologist is unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. He got an African shield, and also...
And he said, why do we have to talk about this? And then he said, I'm Daniel, who just happened.
He got an African shield, and he got the sun cross on. Now, all of this is advertisement, is what I'm trying to say. And again, to bend. All this is advertisement. Who... tell you, it's pretty bad, family. It's pretty bad. You know, like let me see real quick. Let me check this real quick. Let me try this real quick. I want to show something real quick. Let me see. Let me stop that. Let me stop sharing. It's pretty bad, family, when one second. It's pretty bad, you know, when you have a group of people like us that is looking for something to get themselves into, to get us up out of what we've been in for the last couple hundred years. And then we have a new wave. Like, this is something that never happened in history before. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all realize that this is something that never happened in history before? That a group of people have preyed on people with an awakening. Like, so let's take this for instance. You look at preachers preying on the congregation. They go in there, they selling the Jesus thing and, you know, get a Cadillac and keep it moving. But this here is something different. This is saying the white man is the devil. Christianity ain't good. Islam ain't good. Hebrew Israelite understanding ain't good. Kemetic ain't good. Kemetic is good. Hebrew is good. More is good. All of this gumbo mixed up of going back and forth just to get the money out your pocket. Somebody say, can you expose Jabari as Boule? I absolutely will. Yes. Next week on Morse World TV, Jabari. Is he the Boule? Coming soon. But with that being said, our people are looking for an exit up out of this. Like, when you take, for instance, watch this. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Where did I put it at? Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can pull this up real quick. I think I got it. All right. Give me 1 second. I want to show you this other video real quick. I think I got it. When you got Brother Umar, right? Oh, my bad. I'm about to bring it up real quick. when you got, here we go. When you got Brother Umar putting on antics like this as an educator, when he's putting on antics like this as an educator, you follow what I'm saying? You have a little sister on the left side of him, on the left side of him, and a little brother on the right side of him. He's playing with the idea of polygyny or polygamy with children right there. And when I say playing with the idea, did he really marry these sisters? And if he did, what does this say to the little impressionable mind that's standing right there? What does this say? What does this say to the little boy? What does this say? Now, we can believe how we want to believe, but the way that it impresses upon children, now that's something else. What does this say? You know what I mean? You got to think about this. You have to think about this. Like, even if it was a joke, even if this was a joke, what are you saying to that little boy and saying to that little girl? The little boy could take that as that's what my life should be. The little girl may take it as the same way. That's what my life should be. And if that's the way of life, that's okay. But now, suppose it's children who's raised by parents that don't agree with that lifestyle. Now you are imposing this game of yours on innocent minds. And these are some of the problems that we face. Now Umar, it's not a big deal to some people, but I'm going to tell you, this type of mentality, just disregarding your actions in front of children, it's plaguing our community. I was at football. I was at a football game with my son, right? And now it's Baltimore City, granted. But all you hear is, get that nigga. Get that nigga. They're talking to little children. Like, unaware of the impression that you're having. Look, all this talk about African culture, he has a European style wedding. I didn't even peep that. You're right, though. Absolutely. But what I'm saying, I'm looking at people like, get that. I'm like, what in the world? How in the world? But that's what happened when we lose our way. That's what happened when we lose our way. We'll start doing things that seem to be norm, but basically we have normalized something that's not even normal. We normalized it. Do you think that little girl gonna grow up and say, you know what? I want to be a sister wife like them ladies that was with. Yeah. How many sister wives are here? How many sister wives are here? Anybody want to come on the show? Tell me about your sister wife experience. Huh? How many sister wives are here? Is that what we should be teaching little girls? We should be teaching little girls to be bosses. We should be teaching little girls to hold their own. We should be teaching them to be bosses. Like, you ain't got to share this dude, share him. Share him. Now, sis, little sis, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You better than that, sis. Oh, that's African culture. It's African culture. Let me respond to this person. You're trying to get your subscribers up. Well, let me see if I can get one down. Let me get you out of here. Bam. This is a dumb question. Anyway, shake my head. I have to drop my girl. I have to drop my girl off on the other side of town. What you talking about, the original people? You got to drop your girl off on the other side of town. Time to choose between Amish or Mennonite. You know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody said that's a horrible display. And I'm saying, for some cultures, you know what I mean? Okay. But I mean, aren't we in a bad enough situation as it is? Shouldn't the primary focus should be getting that school open instead of putting on some type of show? That should be the primary focus. Where's the link? I'll come talk to you. Okay, come talk to me. Yeah, we're going to wrap this show up with the link. But I just don't think Umar's going to pull it off. I would hope he would, but I don't think he's going to pull it off. I just don't see it. Black Lioness, here's the link. Lioness, you a sister wife? Come on in here. Where you at? So I put it in there. I put the link in there. Anybody want to hit the link? Come on in. Yeah, I would love to hear this. Do you think Umar is going to make the school a reality? What you think? You think Umar gonna make that school a reality? Or do you think he just playing and getting in with the get down? You know what I mean? He just gonna do what he gotta do until the wheels fall off. What you think? I think he's gonna do what he gotta do till the wheels fall off. That's what I think. Let me show y'all something. I think he's gonna do what he gotta do till the wheels fall off. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. 1 second. Hold up. I got somebody in the building. Black Lioness, what it do? How you doing? Where you calling from?
Peace, brother. I'm calling from Jersey.
Uh-oh. I'm from Minnie W. Jerv, where petty murders occur.
You got jokes.
Talk to me, sis. What's up? What happened? What I do wrong?
Yeah. I called because I'm not a sister wife, but I don't really want to get my name or anything because it's not me. But
let's talk scenario. Let's talk situation, not names.
Okay. All right. So it's not me, but it is my dad. I'm 39 this year.
Right.
And so my parents been married 39 years.
Right.
Like 5 years ago, my dad, he wanted to get another wife. And mind you, my parents, that's his only marriage, that's all we knew. He got 3 daughters. He did have a son before us. Anyway, he wanted another wife. And I don't think a lot of people understand it. In terms of Islamically, when you do polygamy, you're not supposed to be just sister wives living in the same crib and all that. He's supposed to be able to maintain 2 different households and maintain equal treatment. And that's why it said, in the Quran, at least, that if, yes, you could do it, but you should think twice, because now I can see why it says that, because it's a lot of stress on a man to have to try to maintain 2 households. Anyway, I guess I'm a little bit biased because my mother was the, first one. It really hurt her a lot.
Absolutely.
And
it's supposed to.
It did, but you know what? I'm the oldest, and I can't change my dad's mind. I was like, out of everybody, I was the least, like I knew that he was going to do what he wanted to do, but regardless, that's my parents, both of them. And I was, I want to show them both respect. However, it really, really hurt my mother. And I just told her to look at it like this, like, at the end of the day, she put her family, her children, meaning me included, her, her husband, everybody else was first. So I said, well, maybe this is meant for you to have a special relationship with God without just being through my father. Like, focus on yourself and your relationship with God and not everybody else. However, it still hurt her a lot. And I feel like, how old is my dad? My dad is 60 or 61. And to do this so late in life, I think it's a lot on him. But a lot of men, they just want to do it because some of them, I feel like they think they're not cheating when they do this. But I do not think you are supposed to make these women live in the same household. I don't think that's the right way to go about it.
Well, let me say this. Some of these cultural overtones of yesterday that was a norm doesn't make it a righteous move. And even if it's in the Quran, it tells you in the Quran that no matter how much you try, you can never treat two different women equally. It says, I'll pull up the ayat for it in a minute. So the point that I'm making is that these concessions, if you will, were made because that was the culture before the revelation. And when a prophet comes, the prophet doesn't give you shock value in the form of your culture to turn back on your culture. For an example, in Mecca, you had thousands of Arabians that looked like you and I, that was bowing down to idols. Some would say 99 idols, and the black stone, what represents Allah. But they was doing that before Prophet Muhammad. And so what Prophet Muhammad did was he removed the 99 idols, kept the symbolism with the stone there, and they continued to prostrate. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't take away the prostration. They took misrepresentation. And so prophets don't give you the shock value of to stop cold turkey. No, it gives the prophets drop wisdom, and hopefully you'll catch it. So in the Quran, it teaches that you can, if you can treat them fairly, take one, yay, 2, 3, even 4.
All right.
Then it'd be best that you have one. And then if you go to another ayah, it says you will never be able to treat them fairly. So when you put together, you will know that in the beginning that God created man, woman, he, them. He, her, them. They were one soul. And so the ultimate goal of man is to connect back with that one soul and become one again. And oneness is the first thing that you'll find as the principles of Islam. The oneness. Man and woman were one.
Yeah.
The soul was split. Now the ultimate goal is to get back with that oneness. So a lot of people use these interpretations as male domination took over religion to actually put men up here and put women up here. But I say, if it be right and righteous, why not women do the same thing?
Well, you know what? This is what I'll say. And I want to be clear. Like, I don't necessarily agree with the fact that, in my opinion, it kind of comes off. Now, let me back up. I do agree with you in terms of the creation of it, or in terms of how it came about. If you have war and you have multiple men that, are not around, and that other men need to take on wives back now, I get that as a necessity. However, that's not necessarily the case. I mean, you could look at it like the case nowadays, because there are more men. There are more women that are, unwed, and there are more men, but the times have definitely changed. But what I will say, in terms of why you say, why not women, I can say this much. If you have one man and he has, let's say, 2 or 3 women, and let's say all of those 3 women are faithful to only him, and it's like a fact. We're not going to speculate on if they're doing anything. We're just going to say for sure they're not doing anything. Well, then when they all turn up pregnant, for a fact that all of those babies are his. However, if a woman is dealing with 3 different men, and we're going to say all the men are faithful, and she's faithful, she's only dealing with the 3 men, you don't know which one's whose baby. Right, now, nowadays we have DNA tests, but I'm just saying, in general, if there were, what I'm saying? So like, scientifically, it kind of makes sense that, I could see it. However, the necessity of it, it just seems like some of it is just the men wanting more than one woman, the men wanting to deal and dipple and dabble. That's what it seems like to me.
See, what I'm looking at, when you're looking at why don't women do the same thing, I'm looking at the liberty aspect. A woman should be having the same liberty that men have. That's equality. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think women should be doing the same thing that men do.
They should have the same liberty. I didn't say do the same thing. They should have the same liberty.
Well, what do you mean by liberty?
What I mean by the same liberty, if a woman chooses to do something, no man should be able to say, no, because the Quran says you don't do it, I can. That's not equality.
That's not equality. Right.
So equality would be if it's permissible for the man, then it should be permissible for the woman. That's equal. That's true equality. Now we can deal with the ramifications of someone acting in these fashions, not knowing who the father is, not knowing. I mean, we can deal with those ramifications later. But true equality, what's good for you is good for me.
Well, I mean, if you were a person that goes by the word, the Quran does not say that it's okay for a man to cheat and not a woman, or it's okay. Now mind you, some things that people see is cultural. It's cultural things.
There we go, sis. It's cultural, and I think
right
is a I think people misinterpret and misunderstand.
Right.
Because they don't read the whole thing. They read the part that they can use to get away with their foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And let me say this. I don't want to. I hope my dad don't ever hear this, but like, so. Back in the day, you know, when my dad did, he became, let me see, I was born in 82. So he became Muslim in like 79 or 80 or something like that. Right. And he actually listed himself. Please don't judge me. I'm just telling you what happened. But he listed himself as Arab on his marriage certificate or something like that. And he did a lot of things. And he's grown a lot since then, but in terms of raising me, he raised me in terms of like how an Arab culture would be, you know, and trying to be very strict in terms of Islam, you know, threatening to, you know, do certain things if we didn't have hijab on. And mind you, you know, we in Jersey, I'm a teenager. I wasn't beat for that. I wasn't going to try to be, and it wasn't so popular back when I was coming up through high school. So, you know, I was thinking like, okay, well, I'll run. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I ain't going to be wearing this because I didn't feel comfortable doing it. And when I would ask a lot of questions about, well, why do we do this? Why do I need to do this? You know, I'm the oldest. Why do I lead the prayer in Arabic when I don't even know what I'm saying and this and that? And he would just be like, do what I tell you to do because I told you to do it. But you have to understand, like, that's not going to work for all kids. You can't just tell everybody just to do things culturally or Arab. It was basically Arab culture. Like, I'm not saying the hijab part, but just a lot of the things that he was doing. So that's when I say, when it comes to women, you can't necessarily think, you know, because of what it says, or excuse me, because of what you see done in terms of the culture of Islam, that's how women should be treated. And I'm not saying you are. I know you don't. But
I just believe that there's been 100 years of misinterpretation and misunderstanding because of male dominance and male chauvinism.
There you go.
God is not an unequal God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing the idea that women should do that. I'm saying that men shouldn't do it and women shouldn't do it. I think one man, one woman. That's the way I see it. That's just
I agree.
And I would debate anybody on it on an intellectual level with scripture on the table, whether it be the Quran or the Bible. I would debate anybody on it. Anybody.
Now, what do you? Okay, so let me ask you this: if you said you'll debate anybody, you know that in terms of the Bible and the Quran, it's looked at differently. So
I think
you know what I'm saying.
You have a misunderstanding. I think that my understanding would supersede the misunderstanding that has been given.
That's interesting.
I think my understanding using the Bible and the Quran will supersede the misunderstanding that has been given for thousands of years. And not saying that I'm a giant intellectual in this, but I know certain verses in the Quran, in the Bible, that will overshadow this misunderstanding and show that in the Bible it's taught culturally where people think it's taught religiously, and in the Quran it's taught culturally where people think it's taught religiously. But people have intersected culture with religion, and I'm talking about real religion. I'm not talking about this crazy stuff, or culture with spirituality. They've intermingled the two, and they got lost along the way.
Now that I definitely agree with that. But so are you saying that you don't think that in today's times that it would eventually become where the women will outnumber the men, and you never see a reason for there ever being polygamy? Are you saying that?
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
If that was to happen, it would have to happen like it did yesterday. It's not an individual choice. It's a society choice. It's a cultural choice. You see what I'm saying? So when you say that people believed in polygamy or something like that, that was a cultural choice. That was a society choice. That was a tribal choice. Now we do it in America as individuals. You feel what I'm saying? Or we say it's our religion, but we don't live in a culture that's a band of society of you looking like me looking like you. As you say, your father said on his joint that he was an Arab. You know what I'm saying? Those Arabs of the East, they would never say that they one of us. You see what I'm saying?
They won't.
So one thing that we're lacking is the tribal cohesiveness, the nationhood, the communityhood. You see what I'm saying? And those things could be pushed, but they can't be pushed outside of the collective, because outside of the collective, it has no governing. You know what I'm saying? It becomes our interpretation. But the group as a community is the one that interprets what is correct and right for the whole, and the whole move on it because the whole believe in it. So absolutely it could work. It could definitely work. However, I don't think it would work in this society dealing with the state of mind that our people are in right now.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. You're talking about in terms of us being, Black Americans, descendants of slaves. We need to nation build and get our minds right before that could be something that's.
Other than that, it's going to be freakism. It's going to be male domination. It's going to be male chauvinist. If that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, I understand.
They're going to be pimping. I just want to get my thing off. You know what I mean? Excuse my expression. That's what it is. See, I'm the people's grand chic, sis. I got to tell it how it is. Let me get this. I'm a call in, sis. I appreciate you guys for calling in. I love you for calling in, sis. Some people ain't bold enough to call in because I'll be cutting them off sometimes. I appreciate
all right, no doubt. All right, y'all peace. Happy.
Shout out to your dad, man. Come on, man. Get right. All right, sis. Now, listen, I got a special person that called in the chat. I'm about to drag him. Reggie, I'm about to drag you. What's wrong with you, man? Where your mic at? Fix your mic. I'm about to drag you, man. I ain't show you nothing but respect, brother. And you got on that side of the TV and talks crazy.
What did I say to Brother Tahaka? What did I say?
Let me tell you what you said. When Sinetta put up that fake stuff about that homosexual stuff, you went up there and you stuttered and you stammered and said, Tahaka, you was rolling with the flow. You was rolling with the flow.
Tahaka, can I apologize to you?
No. Why would you want to apologize? Were you wrong?
Can I, for whatever you think that because we're talking right now.
Don't apologize for something that you don't know what you're.
No, but I haven't heard what you actually said. I said you said I was stuttering. You said a whole bunch of stuff. So now I know why you was upset with me and why you called me weird and slow.
Were you on the show when Sinetta ran back the stinky inky commentary about the Grand Sheik, the elder that y'all want to call gay?
But I didn't talk about him.
No. What you did was you co-signed and mentioned my name in concert with that as if I was a part of that.
I didn't do that.
Brother, you did.
But Tahaka, I didn't do that. You have to pull up the clip. I didn't do that because I didn't talk about the brother. I don't know him.
No,
all I said was
you mentioned me. You mentioned me as if that was fact.
No. Well, you have to pull it up.
Sinetta took it down.
Okay, so listen. So since it's down, it's not hurting you. If you think I did something to you,
Reggie, you're too slow to hurt me.
Okay.
They're not sharp enough to hurt me.
So Tahaka, I'm on your show.
I showed you the utmost respect.
Tahaka, I'm on your show. I said as a man, if I did anything, because obviously I don't think I did anything.
Don't apologize to me because you don't know what you did. You can't apologize to me.
But Tahaka, you got to show me what I did, so then I can apologize again.
If you are that incompetent that you can talk about the big guy like me and don't remember, you's a fool.
Tahaka, again, if I said something and the video is down,
don't forget, I don't accept it. Now,
okay, you don't accept it. Okay, so if you do a video, you're gonna do a video on the Jabari debate versus the Captain Tazariak, and you're gonna drag Brother Jabari.
I'm not doing it about Captain or Jabari. Jabari is not who he say he is, and everybody knows it. And I'm the greatest researcher when it comes to you frauds. And I'm going to pull it
I'm
up.
a fraud too?
You are a fraud too.
Tahaka,
Yeah,
okay, I'm on your
this is why you're
show.
a fraud.
I'm not going to call you any names, but tell me.
No, listen, you echoing. Let me tell you why you're a fraud. Let me tell you why you're a fraud. You are fraud because you facilitate fraudulent ways precipitated by Sinetta and House of Consciousness. So that makes you a fraud. You're a co-conspirator in the fraudulent ways. So you're a fraud just as bad. You're just hiding behind the curtain, but you're a fraud because you are one that is a supporting co-conspirator. You're a fraud.
Largely, Tahaka, when I come on the show, largely I talk about information. I talk about information only. So I'm not a part of all the other things that go on the show.
Gang. You are the peanut gang. Whenever I talk, turn your mic off because you're echoing bad. I don't know what you're looking at. Whenever you're on there, you're of the peanut gang. You don't have your own voice. You don't have, you know what I mean? You don't have your own voice. You don't have your own opinion. All you do is ride the wave, which is given by Sinetta. So you becomes a Sinetta flunky, and then you becomes a co-conspirator to push the agenda to make it popular what Sinetta is talking about, whether it's right, wrong, or indifference. You co-sign it and rubber stamp it. That's what make you a fraud just as well. So yeah, you're a fraud too.
Okay, so Tahaka, when you have guests on your show, and you're interviewing them, you're primarily listening to them till you get to a point where you don't agree, right? So on the Black News 102 Sinetta Studios, there are a lot of people, and I chime in as to what I agree about and what I don't agree about. So you're saying that I'm a fraud because I participate in a old big channel that has educated a lot of people.
That channel is punk now. That channel done. It's a wrap. I'm the man now. And respect that. Respect that.
So
Tahaka, what I'm saying is that you co-sign Sinetta fraudulent ways incandescently. You wiggle through the grass and you co-sign and rubber stamp. That's what you do. And then you come over here and think that I'm going to be nice like I used to be. You gets that no more. You a fraud, you a snake, and I don't trust you far as those raggedy glasses on your faces is looking at me. I don't trust you at all. You're a fraud, you're a snake. And that's what you are.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to call you any names.
You a fraud. I'm proving that you're a fraud.
No, you haven't proved. You haven't showed the audience, the people, what I have done except for associate with Black News 102 Sinetta Studios.
What you've done. Everybody watched you. Everybody have been watching you. And what you do is you never have an opinion that is yours. Your opinion has always been a co-signing, tap dancing opinion. Now you may don't see it, but everybody who watched this broadcast have seen it. You smiling goofy, but even on Black News 102, where people don't like me, they will agree that you are nothing but a tap dancing, boot licking scoundrel for Sinetta.
Okay, so I've heard all that.
He probably got you to come on the show tonight and try to defend his number one man, Jabari, but it's a total fail tonight, brother.
No, no, absolutely not. I just your came on the screen. Listen, I'm subscribed to your channel. I have not unsubscribed to your channel. There's no reason for me. We can have differences of opinion.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you no more. Get out of here. We don't play with snakes no more. Every time that I've forgiven these snakes, every time that I've forgiven these frauds, they always have a way. There is no doubt in my mind that Jabari is the cash cow for viewership on Sinetta TV. So it only makes sense. It only makes sense that Sinetta would send him over here. Many times in the shows before, when Unc come over here and Black News 102 come in the comment section or come in the conversation, here comes Reggie popping up. Ta-da! Here I am. Here he come popping up. Ba-da! And now we bring up Jabari, who's the cash cow for 102. And now here comes Jabari. You just talk about Jabari. Come on, man. You already done played that card before. The jig is up. You already played that card. You played that card when Unc was on the show. You played that card when Inky was on the show talking about Sinetta. You already played that card. Now we talk about Jabari, and here you come again. Bow. Long as we was talking about Umar, you ain't pop up. But the moment that we start talking about Black News 102, the moment that we start talking about Jabari, here you go. Press 7 if y'all was with me and y'all understand what I'm saying. Do y'all see is that a coincidence? When Stinky Inky was talking about Sinetta, when Stinky Inky was talking about Black News 102, here come Reggie popping up. Here he come popping up. Long as we start talking, and then here he come popping up. Soon as we start talking about Jabari, who is the viewership king of scholars on Black News, here he come popping up. See, we ain't gonna play this game no more. We ain't gonna play this game no more. The champ is here. The champ is here. We don't play these games no more. The champ don't play these games no more. I'm the people's champ. Well, I don't got to play your game no more. I ain't got to act like I don't see you right there. I see you. I don't got to act like, oh, let me entertain this for a minute. Let me entertain. I ain't got to entertain this no more. The jig is up. The jig is up. We don't got to entertain that more. Okay, let's just Reggie talk. Reggie good peoples. We ain't got to do that no more. Reggie's a fraud. Got to do that no more. The jig is up. We did that last month, 2 months ago. We did that in July. We ain't doing that no more. Champ is here, man. Take that WWF stuff over here. This WWE. The jig is up, man. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. Jay Moore. Did you notice that, Jay Moore? The moment we bring up Jabari, here he come trying to throw some mud in the water. He trying to throw some mud in the water. Somebody say the champ of what? I'm the champ of this, of making the fake conscious community. What I'm the champ of? Man, that's a good question. Champ of what? Exposing this fake conscious community. Bernie White doesn't go, you stop me. I was like, yeah. Bernie White was like, the champ of what? He stopped me. Bernie White, the first one that stopped me. I was like, yeah, what am I the champ of? Hey, yo! I got stuck. Champ of exposing the fake. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, man, that's why I love y'all. Y'all got a sense of humor, man. You know them other channels don't laugh like this, man. You know what I mean? They don't laugh like this. They don't have fun like this. I'm telling you. Listen, Sinetta must be Mean Gene Oakland. Look, I'm trying to tell you. It's not a coincidence that he popped up. I'm going to tell you what happened. He was sitting there, laying in his bed. He probably got a twin-size bed. Uncle Reggie was sitting there with a twin-size bed. And he was laying there, minding his business in his twin-size bed with his glasses on. See what he was doing. Hold on. He was laying there, twin-size bed, with his glasses on, reading his book. Sinetta called. Hi, Finetta. That is Tahaka on? Was he talking about? Look, he trying to talk about Jabari, and he gonna do a show about Jabari before he do a show. Go over there and you know and just shake it up a little bit. Just shake it up for a little bit. Okay. Hold up. Then he come on the show, put his book down. Okay. You said something about Jabari. And Captain Cesario, and you're gonna drag Jabari. He trying to feel his way around to make a conversation. He ain't even hear what I said. I ain't saying nothing about the debate about Tazoriak and Jabari. Somebody said expose Jabari. And I said, done. What are you talking about, Cap? So you already know he didn't even hear the real conversation. He didn't even hear the real conversation. So, of course, Sinetta put a battery in his back, as he always do. He's like Sinetta probably give him some penny candy. Seriously, some squirrel nuts and some Tootsie Rolls. Say, I got you tomorrow. Just call up there and shake it up. Hey, I don't like the squirrel nuts. Can you give me some 9-laters? I like the rainbow kind. I like the rainbow kind. I'm telling you, man, he be punking Reggie. Seriously. Reggie is the flunky of Black News 102. For real. He's the flunky of Black News 102. If Reggie was on my team, he would have the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't send him after nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, come on. Why would you send somebody on a half a bus with people who actually ride the real bus? You don't send somebody on a half a bus to go after people on the real bus. Come on, man. You're setting them up. Why would you set Reggie up like that? You going to send Reggie to me? You're going to send Reggie. Because you thought that I was cool with Reggie. In fact, I like to hear Reggie talk. Because he liked to talk. And the more he talk, the more he tell on himself. That's been my game plan. Let you talk. Let you talk long enough, you tell on yourself. That's what happened to Stinky. Stinky kept talking, and more talking. And before you know it, Stinky told on himself. He told on himself. Stinky thought he was going to talk his way into a podcast and sell you some moss. That's what he thought. He thought that sea moss would come flying out the mailbox. That's what he thought. And he thought that my laughing self was just a goofball. But guess what? We all laugh on Moorish World TV, but we all got our eyes open. Because this is a thinking platform. Let me say this to Bernie White. Bernie White said, I think you should have let him finish what he was saying. He wasn't disrespectful. You just cut him off. That's what I do, Sinetta. I cut people off who have not earned the privilege to talk on here. Because when I let them talk on here, they went nuts. So Bernie White, Mr. Sinetta, whoever you are, no, he haven't earned the right to speak on here again. If I let him on here again, he better hurry up and talk, because I'm going to kick him off again. That's right. He's not welcome here. He's already proven. Why should I have to allow someone to continue to prove himself? Of being a fool, of being a snake, of being a slanderer, of being a knucklehead. Why should I allow someone to continue to do that? Why? Then I become the fool. If I know that this guy ain't right, if I know that this guy is a fool, and this is in your personal life also, if someone in your personal life shows you that they're a fool, why would you continue allowing them into your circle to keep proving to you that they're a fool? You don't need to be. Somebody shouldn't have to prove to you 5 and 10 times that they're a fool. I used to do that on this podcast thing. You know what I mean? I used to do this on this podcast thing. Whereas though I give people chance after chance after chance after chance. I did it with Sinetta. I did it with Stinky. I did it with over and over and over. Big Shirley go crazy. Big Shirley go crazy. I said, you can still come on. Big Shirley talk crazy. I kick you off. Over and over. But I don't got to do that no more. You already proved that you's a fool. So we're going to talk about Jabari. We need to look at Jabari. Look, a wise man listen to a fool, but a fool listen to no one. Man, you can take that old cliche stuff and go take that over Sinetta TV. A wise man starts from his first point. A fool is constantly beginning. Let me slow it down for you. A wise man starts from the first point. The first time that you show me that you's an ignorant fool, we're not going to do it over. We're not going to do over. All right? A wise man starts from the first point. A fool is constantly beginning. In other words, we're not going to repeat this over and over and over again. So say this dumb stuff. A wise man listen to a fool, but a fool listen to no one. That sounds good. That sounds real good. But let me give you some Moorish science. A wise man starts from his first point. The fool is constantly beginning. In other words, a fool got to be taught over and over and over and over and over. I don't have to be. I'm good. There we go. A wise man learns to cut it short from dealing with fools in the past. That's what I'm talking about, Misfit. Absolutely. They want me to entertain that. I'm not entertaining that. So condescending. But what happened to all the so disrespectful stuff that was said about me? So condescending. Now I stand up and hold my throne. Now I'm condescending. Because you didn't hear all the disrespect. You didn't hear all the nonsense. You didn't hear none of that. And so now I respond, I'm disrespectful. This is foolishness. But guess what, Rashida? Rashida, you're going to be all right too. Let me tell you something. Like George Bush said, you can't fool me again. That's right. I'm not going to sit around and entertain that. This platform is for critical thinkers. How are we going to be critical thinkers if we're going to let somebody outthink us and keep playing games with us? I mean, how are we going to do that? Reggie can't speak here no more. Now. Reggie can't speak here no more. Because every time he speak here, I'm going to drag him. Because he went left for no reason. But with that being said, family, I can't be here tomorrow. I might. My son's birthday tomorrow. So I can't be here tomorrow, but I'll be here Wednesday. Y'all want to look and see who Jabari is on Wednesday? Is that what y'all want to do? Press 7 if y'all want to get straight to Jabari. Since he sent the short bus over here. Press 7 if y'all want to get to Jabari on Wednesday. Y'all want to get to Jabari on Wednesday? Huh? Who want to get to Jabari on Wednesday? Press 7. Press 7. Y'all want to get to that. Y'all want to find out what's going on with this? If y'all got 7s going up the screen, then I'm going to start to find out what this boule thing is all about. All right. Because my next show is Wednesday. Everybody say 7. Jabari is going down. Peace and love, family. It's going down, man. It's going down, Jabari. I'm in the club. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Let's get it.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
But I appreciate I built the whole planet. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate the concern, my beautiful African queen.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
But I appreciate I built the whole planet. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate the concern, my beautiful African queen. I hope your hair is natural.
You're not natural, baby. I see you got that perm in there. I still love you. You're gorgeous, but you're not nappy. You got to be nappy, baby. You got to be nappy. If I can't grab it, I can't have it.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the cool chip.
Heterosexual couples only. This is not a government-funded activity. I have the right to discriminate. Heterosexual couples only.
Donations. Gifts.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember.
We're going to have a national coons conference at FDMG. Yes, brothers and sisters, we have to have a national coons conference. Anybody who tells you they're running for office to help somebody, smack their ass in the face.
What you want to do? You want to box? You want a street rumble? Or you want to get into the intellectual boxing ring?
Tyler Perry. Goddamn, brother. Can we please consider some other movies?
Suit and tie niggas. See, I got credentials. You ain't got none, you dirty nigga. Ain't you the second nigga
who sold drugs to go to kill it? Didn't your dumb ass say that on YouTube? You sold drugs to go to kill it? You counterproductive, degenerate drugs to go to kill it.
I'm right here. Come bring it. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it. I told you consciousness. I don't play with y'all like that. But I knew you had to do it, nigga. They gassed you and now they gonna ask you, nigga. They gassed you.
And I know that you probably have.
Y'all talk about the Grandmaster Jay with the in fact. Okay? I can't speak to him either. I can see the value of a brother showing up with a militia, with armed weapons, letting the white power structure of America know we ain't gonna take this shit no more. I can respect that. Is he serious? I don't.
Divided. We are the United States of America, one country, indivisible, unto God.
My point is, I'm not slandering Grandmaster Jay. I haven't seen sufficient proof.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember.
To Hawker Bay front line till the law